Pokemon celebrates its 30th anniversary this Friday.
And hero shooter players have resorted to placing real money bounties on their opponents. The Denton download starts now. Good afternoon, I'm Marty Bratcher.
And I'm Christian Bursuch. February 27th is Pokemon Day, and fans are speculating what might be revealed. One potential announcement is the release date for Pokemon Champions, as it was previously scheduled for early 2026. Pokemon Champions is set to be the new official home of Pokemon Competitive, known as VGC. Pokemon Company claimed that in 2025, the 2026 regionals would be played on Pokemon Champions. But those events are slated to begin in April, and there's still no word on Pokemon Champions. Something the Pokemon Company has been very vocal about lately is Pokemon Pokopia, a new spin-off exclusively for the Nintendo Switch 2, releasing March 5th. Pokopia is a life simulation game similar to Animal Crossing and Minecraft. Game Freak showed off an hour of gameplay, including multiplayer, at their February 24th Treehouse event. Giving some love to the Switch 1 owners, Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green will be re-released on the Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2 on February 27th for the anniversary celebration. These classics have never been re-released since dropping on the Game Boy Advance in 2004, but they are widely regarded as some of the most beloved in the franchise. While it will be great to play this game again, there has been much controversy about Pokemon Home compatibility. While it was originally included in the eShop description for the games, it was quickly removed, causing many fans to doubt whether the Pokemon caught in the game will transfer to modern games. The games are digital exclusives on the eShop, each priced at $20. We are all hoping Pokemon Home compatibility will be revealed on Pokemon Day. But most excitingly, there's speculation that Generation 10 of the mainline series will be revealed. Staying in line with past Pokemon days, we should be getting our first look at the next trio of starters. What are you hoping they look like, Marty?
Well, I'm definitely hoping that we might get our first fish starter this generation, because we've definitely had fish Pokemon, never a fish starter. I know we were talking about maybe a dolphin, but there was a dolphin in Gen 9, so maybe not a dolphin, but a fish.
I think it's time for an object Pokemon that's a starter. Never gotten one, they've all been animals, but I think we need one.
Let's get some grass keychains or something.
Yeah, and we need Smeargle in Gen 10. Smeargle wasn't in Gen 9 till the DLC. I'm not waiting for him this time. She gets Chespin because he's a starter, but Smeargle is not guaranteed, and I need him, Nintendo.
I think there might be more people who don't want him.
Yeah, most people don't want Smeargle, but I do want Smeargle.
Well, let's put him in there for Christian. The Legend of Zelda fans were disappointed after Nintendo did not make any announcements for the franchise's 40th anniversary on February 21st. The official Japanese The Legend of Zelda account on X broke Nintendo's silence when it announced the launch of the Legend of Zelda Weapon Collection on Tuesday. The collection is a set of miniature toy weapons from the game. The toys can be found in candy stores across Japan, according to the Post, which made no reference to the franchise's milestone anniversary. Although fans were anticipating the release of a remaster, updates on the Zelda live-action movie, or even a teaser for the next mainline game, not all hope is lost. Nintendo has repeatedly made anniversary announcements for The Legend of Zelda during the summer instead of on the actual anniversary date, which as you can tell, I was kind of disappointed that we didn't get some kind of announcement or an acknowledgement, which, I don't know, it's weird. Zelda's one of their big games.
Yeah, if only they had the hindsight in the past. Pokemon and Zelda's anniversaries being the same week is so unfortunate.
Yeah.
Like, Zelda always gets the short end of the stick. But Microsoft Gaming CEO Phil Spencer retired Monday after working for the company since he joined as an intern in 1988. Sarah Bond, Xbox president and Spencer's presumed successor, resigned. Taking Spencer's place instead is Asha Sharma, the current president of Microsoft's Core AI product. Sharma laid out her top priorities for Microsoft Gaming as great games, the return of Xbox, and the future of play. Xbox consumers expressed their doubt on Sharma's lack of gaming experience and a background in AI. On social media, in an interview with Variety on Friday, Sharma has said that she has a lot to learn about the gaming community and that she has no tolerance for bad AI. She also shared her gamertag with the Xbox community so users can browse her gaming history and achievements. The account's first achievement was on January 15th of this year.
Insomniac Games revealed that Marvel's Wolverine video game will be coming to PS5 on September 15th this year. That comes from a post on Insomniac's social media on Tuesday. The game will be a global thriller with tons of gore, according to the PlayStation blog. Players will follow Wolverine as he tries to piece together his past. Marvel's Wolverine is one of the most anticipated games slated for a 2026 release date. I think there's like some kind of hive mind thing going on with mutant games and media, because I've just been obsessed with X-Men.
Yeah, I mean, the Insomniac, I'm not sure if it's Insomniac, but either way, Sony, PlayStation, they're going to have an X-Men game also. Yeah. I think it'll contrast really well with like the lighthearted Spider-Man games. To see Wolverine just cutting people up, I think it'll be funny.
Yeah.
But from Marvel Games and Konami, Marvel Maximum Collection, a compendium of classic Marvel titles from the golden age of gaming, is coming soon to PC and console. Featuring 6 classic titles with heroes like Spider-Man, Captain America, Venom, and the X-Men, Marvel Maximum Collection includes a host of fan favorites, each evoking the endless spirit, imagination, and non-stop action that made the originals so beloved for a generation of gamers. This arcade collection offers a blast for the past for longtime fans and a fresh new experience for young Marvel fans as well. In other news, a trailer for LEGO Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight dropped during IGN's FanFest today. The game will feature only 7 playable characters: Batman, Robin, Nightwing, Batgirl, Jim Gordon, Talia al Ghul, and Catwoman. The head of TT Games' development team, Jonathan Smith, said they're focusing more on character depth and mechanics, as the game aims to be closer to the Arkham series than the previous LEGO Batman entries. In LEGO DC Supervillains, the latest DC LEGO game, there are nearly 200 playable characters.
Yeah, I had no idea that. I've never played any LEGO games. I have them. I have some, but I've never played them, and I did not know that it offered, or usually offered, so many characters to play.
Yeah, I mean, after you beat the main story, they usually become more of like a collectathon, so I'm curious to see what this game is going to do. If you're not collecting characters, what are you going to be doing after you beat it?
I guess it's something new.
Yeah.
The indie game company Finji says TikTok's generative AI is creating problematic ads for its games without permission. Finji CEO and co-founder Rebecca Saltzman addressed the issue on Blue Sky earlier this month. Saltzman posted, "If you happen to see any Finji ads that look distinctly un-Finji-like, send me a screen cap." The ads were slideshows of AI-enhanced images taken from original ads of Finji games, like Usual June. One ad featured a heavily modified version of Usual June's cover art, where June is depicted with a bikini bottom, impossibly large hips and thighs, and boots that rise up to cover her knees, according to a report from IGN. Finji confirmed that its TikTok account didn't have any AI features enabled. In a conversation with TikTok support, the support agent could not provide a solution or explanation for the ads. When the issue was escalated, TikTok support offered Finji the ability to be added to an opt-out block list for AI-generated ads, for which approval isn't guaranteed.
Blizzard has just announced Overwatch Rush, a top-down hero shooter designed specifically for iOS and Android. Overwatch Rush will not be a port of its console or PC counterpart, but instead an all-new experience built from the ground up for mobile devices. While the team's goal is to introduce more heroes from the base game slowly, Overwatch Rush's launch roster currently includes Tracer, Reinhardt, Kiriko, Soldier 76, Lucio, Pharah, Mercy, and Reaper. Many of these heroes are one-to-one adaptations, but characters like Mercy have undergone significant changes.
You know, I've never played Overwatch. I've only recently gotten into hero shooters. I think maybe this might be a good entry point. I don't know, you play Overwatch. What do you think?
See, I was totally interested whenever it got leaked that they were making a mobile game with Overwatch, but now that it's top-down, I'm not really interested. I'm not really into top-down shooters. I tried League of Legends, which obviously that's different, but couldn't get into it.
Yeah. Intless.org is a website where gamers can place bounties on match throwers and where other players can make actual money throwing the games of those griefers. It went live on February 22nd. The website hosts bounties for the hero shooter Marvel Rivals, Overwatch, and Valorant. The highest bounty recorded on the site was $40 on the Marvel Rivals streamer Lucky Zeal. Self-proclaimed former pro Marvel Rivals player Echo Rivals created the website. According to Intless.org's official X account, it had over 40,000 page views, and over 14,000 unique visitors from several different countries in the first 24 hours of the website's launch. Another post on the account says, "Marvel Rivals won't fix EOMM, they won't punish griefers, they won't protect your ranked games. So we did. Intless.org exists because devs left a gap, and the community filled it. Remove EOMM and actually ban throwers, we'll gladly shut down. Until then, we're not going anywhere." Marvel Rivals publisher NetEase has stated several times that the game doesn't use EOMM. The website is currently down for maintenance after what seems to be a data breach. The breach exposed some accounts' email addresses and anonymized IP hashes. Intless.org's X post states that the attacker behind the breach has been reported to law enforcement and that it is taking this time to fortify its security systems. Now, do you think this was a valid crash out on the creator's part?
Not at all. I think that whenever we're talking about these hero shooters, competitive shooters in general, people who lose just don't take it well. I don't know, half the time you hear about throwing and griefing, it's not even genuine. It's just that the person that they lost the game. And don't get me wrong, NetEase should do something about people throwing games, but I don't think that this website, they can act like they're playing hero, but they're not.
Yeah, and I think if you just kind of consider it for a little bit, you realize that throwers won't care if someone else is throwing their game. They're already throwing, so I don't think this is the solution.
Absolutely not. Tuesday's Arc Raiders update added new hurricanes, arc threats, and nerfs to multiplayer weapons in preparation for the second expedition. Embark has tuned down the Stitcher, Kettle, and Venator while buffing the Jupiter and Aphelion. For the new threats, we see the Firefly, a flame-throwing flying arc, and the Comet, a round arc similar to the Fireball but more dangerous. Raiders will have to avoid these new arcs while staying safe from the hurricane map condition. Overall, it doesn't seem like Arc Raiders plans on slowing down with the content anytime soon, with whispers of a new map coming soon as well.
Sony is considering more price hikes for the PS5 because of the RAM shortage. Consumers can expect a higher price tag on the PS5 system and services like PlayStation Plus in the future. Micron completely cut their production of consumer RAM and SSD this month. The company will be focusing on producing enough memory for high-powered AI chips instead. Companies across the board increased prices on consoles and services to make up for the increased demand on RAM. Last year, Microsoft made 2 consecutive price hikes for the Xbox Series X and the Game Pass subscription. Nintendo reportedly has plans to increase the price on its products in 2027.
This might be the first generation ever where the price of consoles has gone up since they've come out instead of down.
I'm really worried. I know the Steam Deck is like completely out of stock because of RAM shortage, so this is definitely going to be a huge issue in the future. It's already an issue. PlayStation announced 4 games coming to PS Plus in March. The games are PGA Tour 2K25, Monster Hunter Rise, Slime Rancher 2, and the Elder Scrolls Online Collection, Gold Road. They will be available from March 3rd to April 6th.
Tencent has recently shut down its Timi Montreal studio nearly 5 years after establishing it, ending the project without releasing a single game. The closure came to light after a programmer posted on LinkedIn that the studio had officially closed. The post has since been removed. GameFile reported that sources had indicated for weeks that a shutdown was imminent, but confirmation surfaced only after the employee statement.
The Return to Silent Hill film is available to rent or buy on digital services just 4 weeks after the movie was released in theaters. The video game to film adaptation released to the lowest box office opening in franchise history. Since its release, Return to Silent Hill grossed about $42.7 million worldwide, with a production budget of $23 million. Fans that missed the movie in theaters can purchase the film for $19.99 or rent for $9.99 on Prime Video.
After only a month, HighGuard seems to be shutting down already. Many gamers noticed the HighGuard website being completely wiped, while many of the Wildlight Entertainment employees who created the game began to look for jobs on LinkedIn. HighGuard was deemed dead on arrival by many, having little to no marketing at all besides an announcement at the Game Awards this year. And while there hasn't been an announcement of a shutdown so far, it seems as though it's only a matter of time for HighGuard.
Yeah, I missed the Game Awards this year, and I did not hear anything about it. There was no conversations about that game. So, guess it's gone.
Yeah.
Stardew Valley is turning 10 this month. The groundbreaking indie life sim, created solely by Concerned Ape, has sold over 50 million copies since launch. The game's next big update is currently in development. Concerned Ape revealed that the update will include new marriage candidates, interactive children, and a new farm type. He says his next game, Haunted Chocolatier, is coming along.
It's amazing that Stardew Valley's still kicking strong after all these years.
I'm really excited for the next update.
That's all the time we have for this week. I'm Christian Bursuch.
And I'm Marty Bratcher. The Denton Download will be back next Wednesday.